following D&D campaign is rated TV-MA LSVEP. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and proper naughty behavior. It is intended only for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to the Obsidian Scar. Thank you guys for waiting to cover for me. Yeah. Let's get started since we're running a little behind. Let's do our rolls, everybody.
Oh yeah.
That thing we do.
You know, can I admit, I think people need to know that my surprise remembrance is genuine. Every time.
It is every
time. I consistently forget.
I rolled an 8.
Nice.
An 8. Okay, great. Solid.
13 for Ileana.
13. All right.
2 for Lennox.
2.
15.
15.
And Tasha rolled a 20. Tasha's not talking to us right now.
Oh, I see.
I didn't want to talk over you.
As if you could just wait your turn.
No.
No, heaven forbid. I didn't have chat open. Thank you for telling me. Well, I rolled a 7, so it looks like Steven gets it this week.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
I can use it to repair my hands.
Hooray.
Which maybe I'll need that guy in the dungeon.
Yeah.
My hands are so broken.
Oh, can you give me the advice?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I can't give any hand jobs right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Check. All right.
But my feet are
let's do the
looking
recap.
fine.
Tasha.
Oh yeah, that's me.
That is you.
Okay, I was prepared.
Great.
Here we go. Well, we defeated Brutus. I'm sad I didn't give him the final blow, but it feels great to be free from his hideous pixie hold. The other guards and his employee seem to not really care that he's gone, but whatever. I don't care anymore. So this new crew and I went to the clockmaker store to try and recover some of the gold Brutus had. And Ileana went all like angelic on the clockmaker. I guess she's like from a god or something. But anyway, so that was weird. But anyways, she flew with like her pretty wings or she was doing that. And the other people in the group were trying to find our way through like this secret door into the long tunnel we found. And it ended up leading us to a magically warded door. What? Oh, and I got to use Gust. I got to use Gust. Yes. Anyways, that's where Derik totally came in clutch and forced his way through because he's amazing with his little kitty paws. And we find a huge hall of expensive like art pieces. And there was gold and magic items, and it was just too much for us to carry back. Like even I couldn't carry that much back, and I am strong as fuck. So they hollered at like their ship's crew to help bring everything back to their ship, which for some reason is called the C word. But anyways, so we tried the next location the next morning, which is the Storefront. And it's this nice tavern run by 2 moon elf sisters. They had the prettiest, like icy blue hair, and I'm a little jealous. And I tried my first Derik Bartson drink, and holy shit, it was amazing. I requested another one, and Jules knocked that to the ground. So that was a little rude, but whatever, I'll get over it. And Lynette convinced the sisters to allow us to Brutus's goods eventually. And so they lead us to the bounty, and someone else was already there trying to remove it. What? That's it. That's all I had.
Nice job. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Tasha.
Perfect. All right. So, as Tasha mentioned, what else happened last session, you guys? Leveled up.
Oh, the most important part.
Sorry. And we totally leveled up.
Is everything done? Are you guys all leveled up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If I check your homework, is it going to be finished?
Absolutely.
My homework was
Yes,
finished
ma'am.
last week when it happened.
Good
Yeah.
job.
I
Good
did it
job,
20
team.
minutes ago.
Here's an apple. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
I mean, here's
Did
a
I get it?
brick
I'm
of
sorry.
cheese.
Mhm.
Let's get this right.
Yeah, please. Please.
Please.
All right. Yeah. So you all headed to this high-end tavern. Spoke with these two elves, and they decided it wasn't worth arguing with you. You can go ahead and take a look at what Brutus's stash looks like in their storehouse. They lead you through the tunnel, getting rid of all of the traps, similar to what you went through under the clockmaker's tower, or the clockmaker shop. And you enter a storeroom larger than the last one. It looks like it's been partially emptied. And there is a figure that's across the room from you that asked who you were. So this figure, you've seen Aladrin before. You know, there's Commander Bari, there is Mavriel that you've run into. This one in particular has even stronger Fey features.
Is that hot or less hot?
Hotter
Depends.
than Maeve?
Just more Fey feature. If you're into Fey, this might be your jam. You know, they have sort of this deep red hair and really sharp cheekbones and jawline, and they almost have this like alien-esque look to them because they have a very strong Fey look. Almost don't even look like an elf, but you can kind of tell that they're an Eladrin. And this gentleman dressed in like fine silks is stepping out from the other side of the storeroom through one of those doors that gave Derik so much trouble in the other storeroom. So, who are you?
Who are you?
Just looking around, like she doesn't want to take the lead on this.
He'll kind of like look behind the line since Jules was removing the bar to the other door. He's kind of at the end of the line.
Yeah.
I asked first, who are you?
Ileana's going to turn to the two that showed us down here. Are they still in the doorway that we came out of?
Are who?
The two sisters.
One of them had stepped just aside to let all of you pass through. The other one was at the bringing up the rear. So the other one is in the front.
Okay. Oh, she can see, let's see, where is she located at? Oh, she's at the very front. Yeah, so never mind.
Yeah, you were the first one that said you go in, so I put you in front, followed by Linux. He said he followed.
Ileana's gonna look back at Linux.
I'll peer in and right. We're the repo people. We're here just to clean up some things in town before we get going, but we're all about talking things out and figuring out exactly what everyone's here for. We don't like Brutus and what he's done to the whole town. We're here to clean up. Are you part of what Brutus is doing? Or are you just a middle person? Love your hair.
I'll say I'm the end of the line of Brutus's operation. Collecting what is owed to us.
Oh, you're the upper chain of, right. So you knew what Brutus was doing with all the trafficking of people and such then?
It mattered not to me what he was doing, as long as he paid.
Oh, all right. Might I ask what Brutus's deal was with you? I mean, if we're here, perhaps there's something we can... and a mental message, everyone, I'm just trying to get info. You know, perhaps there's something we can step in, because his operations shut down, sadly.
So, you want to take on Brutus's deal?
I don't know. I suppose it depends on what it was. We won't be doing any trafficking, but if it's for... I don't know, is it for good or evil or something in between? Business? Most business?
Business. Something in between. I guess maybe I need to know a little bit more about you before I enter into even telling you what our agreements were.
Okay, well, I mean, we're fairly good folk. We don't get along much for hurting others and abusing power and such. But we're adventurers, so we were looking to shut down any chance of another operation coming up like Bruce's. So that's why we were here, figuring we can collect, see if he has anything stored. He didn't have anything in his storefront, so we asked around, heard this is the place to go.
All right. And he'll kind of look at the two elves that are the proprietor of the tavern and kind of nod at them, and they're both going to leave the space and head back.
Okay.
And he's going to come in and shut the door to the tunnel behind him and stand there. And Brutus helped us maintain openings from the Feywild to this plane. That was our arrangement.
All right.
Is that something you're interested in doing?
Perhaps. I'll look around and see if everyone else has come in as well.
Oh, why?
I'm gonna message you mentally to the group and say no. Javi is trying to shut all that down. He's busy trying to get all the fake creatures back.
Why are you looking to keep the portals open?
There are larger things going on in this world, and there are barriers that not allow us to go from one quadrant of the world to the other. So the easiest way to do that is by creating rifts and coming to this center portion, and then traveling from there.
So it's just bridges? You're just trying to keep bridges open?
Correct. And exchange information, goods. Brutus was supposed to maintain the rifts, ensure nothing bad got into the Feywild from here. Was supposed to keep anything bad from the Feywild getting into the plane, but honestly, we didn't micromanage him. It was not our place. That wasn't part of the deal.
Is this just locally here in town? So we've come across some of these people that have dealt with some of these terrors in our journeys here, and it's led to some not very fantastic things. Is it all across the Isles, or just here around this town?
There are 3 rifts that we've created, 3 bridges, if you will. One outside of Brutus's estate, or former estate, and 2 out further in the woods before you hit the central mountains.
I'll mental message the group. Well, if we're helping Javier, if this goes sideways, perhaps we'll still, at least if we can get the locations of those, we could certainly help Javier out. He knew exactly where the tears were.
I don't know. This is just seems like some weird side business that
it does. I don't know when we need to shed any blood over this.
Is it something that we can say yes to now and possibly?
I don't think we even have to say yes, but we might ask him. Tell him we're looking to clean up though and clear out this cache here, just to make sure no one else swoops into town and see where they go.
I'll walk forward. I'll ask. So how much are you taking all of this? What's your plan?
Well, Brutus doesn't have any use for it, so yes, we were just going to take it all.
How much does he owe you?
Brutus is alive for a very long time. Checks and balances necessarily weren't kept on paper, but we're recovering it all to cover what was owed. What are you asking, young man?
I mean, if you want to split it, because we were coming here to recover what we were owed.
Oh. What was it you were owed?
5,000 platinum.
Roll a deception check for me, please.
I didn't get 5,000 platinum though.
Hmm?
I never got 5,000 platinum.
You gave him 5,000. You gave him 5,000 gold. Not 5,000.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Platinum.
Sorry, I meant 5,000 gold.
I thought you were okay.
Oh.
I was like, I thought you were trying.
No, I meant
Okay.
5,000 gold.
Nice.
I meant 5,000 gold. Sorry.
Okay. I still gonna need a deception check because you guys did already raid the other storehouse, but I'll take that into consideration. 1,000 platinum, Jesus, Amelia.
That's not great. Now,
Ching ching.
no, I rolled really poorly. I rolled a 2, so that's
We actually are owed every piece of platinum that's ever been created. That was the deal.
I see.
Well, it was like a 4 total. But
Okay.
let's see
Seems
what
to
one.
cocked his head a little bit at you. I see. And what kind of transaction made him in your debt?
I felt kind of scammed. I gave him money for information that I could have gotten elsewhere for free.
All right, well.
And I just kind of fucking hate the guy, to be honest.
It wasn't the easiest to work with, but I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, we're recovering this stash here. If you want to, we're reclaiming it ourselves. So if you would like to earn some of that back through us, it doesn't have to be with the Rips. It could be another job. But it sounds like it's not my problem.
It is. If they're taking it, it's leaving the town, right? That eliminates the danger of someone else finding it and starting a new business here.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I'm gonna look around. How much stuff does he have possession of, and how much stuff isn't he not in possession of?
Well, let's see here. They have cleared out about half of the room, I believe.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But there's still more chests here than there were altogether in the full room under the clockmaker's tower.
Okay. I'm gonna say, like, are you gonna be weird if I just start going through the stuff and just take some gold?
Well, since I'm not convinced he owed you that gold, yes, I'm going to be weird.
Oh, he didn't owe me, but like per se, he didn't borrow money from me.
He stole money from me.
He stole it from you?
Yes.
How much did he steal from you?
At least 200.
Roll a
Just
deception
200
check.
gold.
I'm just checking around the room.
3.
Oh no!
God. I should roll my own dice. Instead of the generator.
I don't know if it would have mattered, but
So you can stand there and say that you don't believe us, but we can't stand here and say that we don't believe you.
Yeah, and you said you don't have fucking checks and balances about it. So you don't like what?
you're clearly lying to me, young man, and
No.
so are you, young lady, or at least you're
Let me
stretching the
just
truth.
open tabletop simulator.
He knows what's
Listen.
happening. Listen.
I'm
You're
looking
trying
around
to-
this. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm looking around this room, and it looks like it's at least half cleared out. Now, I don't think that. I mean, you look mighty strong, right? But I don't think you want any trouble with us. We don't want any trouble with you. You've already claimed half. I'm sure there's other means at your disposal. I say you let us keep what's here. You got half. You let us keep what's here, and you get to go your way, and then we get to go ours.
Okay, you can make a persuasion check that's going to be a disadvantage because of the 2 fails that are already ahead of you.
Okay. Oh no!
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. This particular check's modifier is going up. That's All right. What was it? Persuasion. Oh,
Add
that
5 to it.
1. Okay, so that's 11 plus 9 is 20, 25. I don't know if that's enough against the Fey.
It's not. Not against the Fey, no. I am giving you an ample opportunity. We can make a deal. I'd be happy to give you this half of this hoard, so I and my associates, and he'll sort of like, move his hand back behind the door. Don't have to continue ferrying it back. But I'm not just going to give it to you.
Look, guy, I'm going to take one of these chests. I don't want any problems. I definitely don't need another job. All right? I'm just going to take one chest. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to point to a random chest. I'm going to say, I'm going to take that one. Is that going to be a problem?
It's going to be a problem because you lied to me. Had you been honest and truthful, it may be a different
Is withholding the truth the same thing as a lie?
It can be.
Okay.
Who's next to me real quick? Who's next to me right now?
You're all in a line. I think you're in between Derik and Jules at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Why are you pink?
I don't know.
Fancy.
Oh, here. It's. I'm just gonna make.
I would like to. Well, if Jules is, let's see, 5, 10.
Oh no.
Are all these boxes chests?
Some are crates, some are chests. It's literally a mix.
Okay. Yeah, this is the chest I'm pointing at.
Oh God. Okay.
That's the one. I'm just gonna.
So you're saying that it's going to take all of these boxes and chests to repay you for what you lost?
Which they don't even know how much it is.
Mm-hmm.
When you've lived as long as I have, you have a good idea, but you don't have an exact number. That's for mortals.
Well, let's just hear what they have to say, right? Maybe they're like, oh, go get me some milk from the corner store, and then we can get that and get this room treasures.
Can I lean back and whisper in Joel's ear?
Okay.
I could do something to maybe obscure things if you want to take one of these chests and we can go.
No, I mean, I don't. What's he gonna do?
I mean, I would like to fight.
We don't need to fight. I just
Why
can't
not?
believe it. I'm gonna just peek my head out. Like, guy, there's really no way you're gonna take literally all of these chests for an undetermined amount of money when we have a definite amount of money, 5,200 gold.
That you feel is owed to you, not that it was
Yes.
actually contractually owed to you.
Oh, nothing was contracted. I didn't sign any
Oh,
paperwork.
do you have a contract to show what's owed to you?
Yeah, I have a contract, but it doesn't show the owed. He just
Yeah.
stole it.
I think maybe all of you are misunderstanding exactly who is holding the power right now. The 5 of you are standing here,
And the one of you.
capable, but not very powerful. We've already cleared out half the room. We're going to take the other half. Unless, of course, you want to do us a little favor. Then you can have all of it. I don't really care.
No, I'm not doing you a favor.
All right.
Jules, mental,
listen.
Jules, wait.
Fair.
Should we hear them out on what they want us to do?
It's gonna be ominous as fuck. It's gonna say, go here, wait
We
for
can at
this.
least hear
Yeah.
it. Hear what
Okay.
it is.
All right, what do you want?
What do I want?
Oh my God.
You're a tease.
Yep.
They're Fey.
Oh, it's such a hassle. But there's this little crepe place in Vogmaldir that makes these chocolate crepes. I haven't had them in ages. And they're so far from the rift. If there's a way that you could get them to me the same day that they're made, the room is yours.
That's it? Literally, you just want a fucking crepe?
I guess maybe 2 crepes. Like one with fruit and one with chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be the same day that they're made.
Oh, mental message, Jules. It's so
It's the
sometimes
stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
right. but Fae are very eccentric quite often, and this is a very important thing for them today. We don't strike with the iron's hot, so they might change it to something. It can go in a completely different direction. So,
okay. Hypothetical. When do you want it?
Within the week.
There's just no fucking way. There's no fucking way to get there in a week.
What about mentally to Linux? What about the branch?
right, that would take maybe close to half the travel time off. I think depends on where Javier is, but I don't know. I'll open it up to everyone. Does anyone have any teleportation magic? Anything to get us way across?
No. I don't have anything.
And we can't travel there that fast. It would take over a week just to get there. Even with Javier, I think that would be.
There's a. Oh no.
We can do it in like 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Oh my goodness. And you think, okay, so it'll take you 3 weeks to get to Vogmedir, but you'll be able to get me the crepe in a day.
Where's the crepe? Where do we bring you the crepe?
To my home. I will give you the coordinates so that you can travel there.
Well, I need to know where it is before I agree to that, because I don't want to agree to it, then find out you live in the fucking ocean or something.
I live in the Feywild.
Oh, you want us to go to the fucking Feywild?
Well, to deliver it, yes.
Why don't we meet you outside of one of your portals?
That's the inconvenient part. If I'm going to have to go out through one of the portals, then I'll just go get the damn crate myself.
I'm gonna message you guys like, fuck that. I'm not going to the Feywild.
Mental to Linux only.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a way of getting to the Feywild?
You take me to the no, I'm afraid. No, I don't, unfortunately.
Will this be anything Maeve could help with?
I don't know. I mean, certainly in person, but not from so far away. And unless we have Javier within a day's travel of one of the portals, which Javier would likely wish to close, I just don't think we could swing it. I don't think we're there yet. But I'll open it up to everyone again, and just, they're taking the stuff. I mean, we did get a good haul on the other side. They're removing it from the town so it doesn't get us any trouble, and we still have the estate to go to. If we're doing that.
I mean, they probably cleared out the estate.
There has to be something in the full estate that can get you your something close to your money back.
Well, I mean, he specifically mentioned the estate. So I'm sure that they're already there.
Should we just ask? I mean, they know they're aware about it. Oh, it's rather. I could just ask. You cleaning that too? We were going to go there and see what's the day.
If they know it's existed already, then why not?
Right.
How about this? I've had those crepes like 30 times. I'll find you a crepe outside right now, and I will make it taste exactly like those other crepes.
That's not very fun, is it?
Don't get it.
But you have the delicious taste of those magnificent crepes within an hour instead of having to wait at all. Between Jules and Derik here has some magical spice pouch. They can get the job done. I'm sure of it.
Okay, make a persuasion check. It's going to be a very high DC.
Add 5 to it.
Okay, that's not a bad roll. That's an 18, and I get to currently add 9 with my persuasion.
Okay.
The 27 plus 5 would be 32.
I need you to roll one more time.
No!
That is exactly what he rolled.
Rangers!
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, can't Steven give that thing disadvantage?
Or the roll already happened.
Yeah.
If he had remembered it when it.
Wait, how would I do that?
You have your thing.
They have
You
it
rolled-
prepared.
Oh, I thought I could only use that on me.
This was much less successful. I rolled 10, so it's a 19 plus. Well, no, I guess it's just the 19.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else anyone wants to do to that before?
Or anything to add to it.
I don't think so.
Steven, if
Wish
you
I
want
was a
to.
subscriber. Yeah.
Can I give my inspiration to Dan? Is that the best? Or can?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay,
Wait
What?
a minute.
What?
Is he near me?
Dan? We're all.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
Linnick.
he's 10 feet
Linnick.
away. Yeah, Linnick is 10
Linnick.
feet away.
10 feet. Well, I'm not that tall, but if there's a way that I could like touch a shoulder or something, I can give you the ability to roll or add something to it. But
It's
if
guidance,
you want
right?
it.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
you can
No,
probably
level
shift.
3
I'll say
magic.
that you're only one person away, so you can shift up to do that. That's fine.
I don't know if you'll do
Okay.
Oh.
Let me roll my. Okay, so I rolled a 4, so half of that would be a 2.
Okay, that's 21.
So you only get 2.
All right. And did you say there was something to Eric or no? I don't want to.
Oh, I'm gonna give you my DM inspiration from the
Okay,
roll.
so you can re-roll your.
Oh, all
D20.
right. Well, all right. That's okay. Or 17. So 70 plus 9 is 26. Plus
So 28 with a 2.
28.
28.
Yeah.
You'll see him think about it for a minute. All right, here's the deal. You can have the day. You can make me the crepe. But if it doesn't taste exactly like the ones in Bog Maldir, then you've already agreed by agreeing to this that you will give me the ones from Bog Maldir
What?
and bring them
No.
to my home in Fey.
What? That's not what.
That's the agreement I'm giving you.
So if it doesn't taste, but isn't that subjective? Couldn't you say, "Oh no, there's slightly too little cinnamon," or some shit?
I can't.
My dear young man,
They don't. Oh, sorry.
go ahead, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm very familiar with Naladrin. Delightful person. They don't. Naladrin don't lie. So now, while they can certainly bend the truth a bit, they won't outright lie. They can dance around things and such. But I feel like you're relatively safe, especially when they make bargains. If they say they're stating it has to taste like that, and that will be, they're beholden to that. It's a whole thing. For what it's worth.
With that, Derik blurts out, "You know where I gotta get a hand job around here?" And he holds out his hands and shows where the furs burn off in the middle. He just puts his sticks.
That looks frightening, and I'm so sorry. And he'll wave his hand, and every mark of the burns will just be gone.
Nice. I think you were going too
So-
fast. The fur was burnt.
Do we have a deal?
I'm
have
gonna look
my
at you
word.
guys. I'm looking at you guys. I'm gonna say no. That's fucking
All right.
like I
Understood.
believe you, Lennox, but that's no.
All right.
They can just say, "Oh no, it's not."
You don't think that you can make them taste like that? I thought you could.
Not exact.
Oh, but that's
Not when it's something subjective. No, I don't think so.
Derek
I think it's too
Mentals.
easy for him to say, "Oh, it's not the same."
Let's wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. DM question. Where
Yes.
were we meeting them under this circumstance? Was it still
It was here, so he would let you serve them here at the tavern.
okay?
And
Uh-huh.
and he gave you his word that if they taste like the ones in Bog Maldir,
Okay.
then you can have the treasure. If not, then you have signed yourselves up to get him the ones from Bog Maldir and bring him to the Feywild.
Derek Mentals, we can give it a go and fight if they're going to be stupid. Maybe we can find a way to get advantage.
You say we can fight them if they decide that it's not.
I mean, we could fight him now or we could fight him later. I'm getting that fucking gold.
just looks at all of your expressions like, why do y'all look so constipated?
Liliana looks
Nice. I'll
I'll
add
eat something?
I'll mental everyone. That's tonight's term. Listen, so there are plenty of hills I'm ready to die on. I don't know if this is one of them because that Eladrin clearly would be bluffing about having others here, but they did clear out half a storeroom and we know how many bodies that takes to do. But also, Eladrin are typically just innately very powerful. And I just don't know if getting these chests... I mean, they're getting out of town. That's the big thing we were looking for. I say we just let them have it and we'll...
Swallow a pride.
Go another way. We've got so much to do. That'll save us. Then we clearly don't have to go out to the estate. The risk of someone else stepping in and taking over Brutus's cash and business is gone because they'll take it. It's just my thoughts. It's just my thoughts.
I agree.
No, this guy's a fucking weirdo. Yeah, no, let's get
would it be alright if I asked your name?
My name.
But please, sorry.
You can call me Aaron. It's my real name is a bit long and complicated, but Aaron is fine. And all of you.
Ileana.
Pleasure.
You can call me then. The pleasure. I think our biggest worry was that someone was going to come in here, take this, and restart selling people. So if you're taking it, please feel free to take it. Perhaps when we're better equipped, we can help you out with some of your, those flights of fancy and such. I'm sure travel is difficult, and navigating the Isles when you clearly have much on your plate must be difficult. So perhaps we can help you at a future date. We appreciate you talking things out with us. And I think we'll be on our way. It's just, outside of our means to make that happen now, we don't want to disappoint,
That's too bad. I thought maybe you could. I think you'd actually surprise yourselves if you tried. But I understand. And you change your minds today, and you'll see him sort of like wave his arm, and you see all of the boxes turn this sort of like deep, sparkly pink color. I've marked the boxes. They can still be yours. Just let the ladies know by the end of the day. Otherwise, well met.
Well met, man.
Derik gives a very polite bow and thanks for his hands.
Thank you for the hand job, my friend. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
I feel very relieved.
Fantastic. All right.
There was a sticky situation.
Oh, God.
Ileana leaves.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
All right. You guys hear the door open, the other door open up behind you as you're leaving, and you hear people shuffle in to start taking the rest of the boxes.
Okay.
Oh,
shit.
It's been fucking weird.
Oh,
Y'all really do look constipated when y'all doing
very
whatever you're doing.
frustrating.
It's been really fucking weird.
You know what? I think they just maybe one day I'll be like that. You live that long, and the regular mundane things just seem like.
Really hope not.
You having second thoughts about the
Oh, no,
or whatever?
Well, I mean, there's a lot to consider, sure, but no, I'm currently still on that path, I'd say.
All right. Oh,
I'm ready to
let's
fight.
get the fuck out of here. Lennox, do you have a map?
Of course I do, and I'll pull out my book of maps.
Can we just give it Fey diarrhea? What upsets their tummies? Iron? Put some iron in there.
Just drop a dagger.
Some shavings.
So really quick.
Yeah.
Victoria, did you pin that map?
I don't know. I felt like we pinned it ages ago.
There it is. I see it. And when you have a chance, can you pin a map that has Nokomis on it?
Oh, sure.
So I can see where it is in relation to where we are.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna remind you guys, like, hey, I know that to bring Sebastian really quick outside. This is Emilio asking. I totally forgot Sebastian's mom's name. What is
Caddy for cadaver? I don't
Oh,
know.
it began with an A.
I don't even remember anymore.
Steven, it's your
it's your
mother.
Hold on. I've got you.
Sebastian's
I just have
mom.
to pull up Elzara's notes.
So just to be clear, nobody remembers.
I have it
I
written down
don't.
somewhere.
Nope, not at all.
Victoria doesn't even remember?
Elzara stuff. Like, no.
Out of sight, out of mind.
You cannot expect a DM to remember every single name that
Oh
they
my
come
God.
up with.
Here. What's more important, her name or this mask?
Guys.
Someone had a threesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was also in my notes.
I didn't even come
I
up
mean,
with
you
this
got the
name.
important
It was
thing.
You know
given
exactly
to
who had the
me.
threesome.
It was somebody had a threesome. Yeah.
Good old
Gave
somebody.
Sebastian money to clean and decorate and furnish the home.
Not too worried about it.
No, I know I put it down.
Okay, well, anyways, guys,
Hey.
before we take Sebastian's mom back,
Right.
I'm pretty sure, and then once Victoria shows me the map, I'm pretty sure that there's an island I'd really like to stop at. It should be very brief.
Are you talking about the dragon stuff?
It is a dragon, but it's for my own personal
Of course, Jules.
quest.
Right. You've been helping us ever since you joined us. You came aboard and stepped right up and helped us out. Of course, we'll stop by.
How much of a day difference are we talking about, do you think?
Let me check Lennox maps.
Oh, here you are, friend.
And
Sorry, I'm trying to add it on there right
If it's
now.
weeks out of the way, I would argue that we can come back. but-
Absolutely. I would not want us to go weeks out of the way. I'm thinking days
Right.
at most. That's what just off the top of my head.
Right.
I do want to stop by the potion shop before we leave.
Absolutely. Let's walk there right now.
Right. Oh, right. Wait, I forget how long they were going to take to finish my.
A
weeks.
couple of yeah,
Right.
so we're going to have to come back here. I
Right.
mean, if it doesn't, if it's only a couple, but if it takes weeks, then we'll have to
Right.
come back here anyways.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Wait just a minute. I'm giving you a couple of points so that you know what's going on.
Okay.
It's
relatively close, right?
It's relatively close. In
Nice.
fact, you would know it's about a 3 days sale.
3 days sail.
I relay all information.
and you're
Oh.
just what do you need
just
to do there,
Jesus.
Jules? Can I ask?
This dragon has an item that I want to buy or earn from it.
Is it a new
For
sleeveless
China.
shirt?
It is a new sleeveless shirt. It is
Oh.
also a matching pair of assless chaps. No,
Oh.
it's it's
Oh, really?
god touched relic.
Oh,
Really? Those are so very rare. All right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah. So I'm hoping I can't remember anything other about the dragon other than it's a pearl dragon.
All right.
But
Pearl. All right.
is that for your book?
it is.
Lovely. Right. We'll get you one step closer. I think that might be
That's the big one.
the most difficult part. Right?
That's the big one. on
May I
that list.
ask what spell?
It's not a spell. It's more of a. Oh, that's so bright.
Oh, that
It
guy!
is-
Yeah, your face lit up.
A
Oh my
boon?
god!
Hi.
It is the boon of partial divinity.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Will that
I'm
make you
looking up.
partially divine if you take it?
That's
If you
that's
use
what I
it.
think.
It's
Yeah.
like Jules isn't already. And I'll just give him a nudge.
Thank you, honey. And then let's see.
What is the I mean, coming from a religious background myself, what is there any consequences to that? I mean, would you have to? I mean, don't you have to like? If anyone can become partially divine with a spell or a boon or whatever, is there not something that you have to clear with another, like an all-time divine being, or?
I'm sure I can win him over.
Plus, that book is whatever this, book is from that fiend.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm
extremely rare.
I don't think I'm gonna like tip the scale of divinity or anything like that. I think it's just, maybe my eyes will be a little brighter or something. Who knows?
Glowing eyes is fun.
Derik, random question. Have you ever made holy water before?
No, I haven't.
I can make holy water for you, I think.
What?
Let me make sure. I think
I mean, one time I peed in a bowl.
Over the spell, right? It was.
I think I can. Let me take a just take a look at my notes here. Yeah. If I can't today. But if I, I could prepare this spell one morning. And
what's the process? May I ask?
It's just touch. Casting time's an hour. And I just touch a vial of water and cause it to become holy water.
And then what is it? What does it cost? I have to use like.
Oh, I have the powdered silver. I got a bit of it.
Okay.
Before.
Because I need a lot. It's going to be a lot of holy water.
Okay, well, it's 25 gold. I mean, out of character, it's 25 gold worth of silver, powdered silver, for casting.
I don't think Kellenvor's into holy water.
But it's something that we can do.
I would really appreciate it.
Sure. It is one of my lower spells, but so I could cast it 4 times a day. If we weren't expected to do anything else.
Okay. It'll take a while. We're going to have to cast it 40 times.
Okay. If I have a long enough time. If we're traveling at sea, I don't expect to be using any of my spells, hopefully.
Yeah. I would really appreciate it.
Sure.
And Derik, if you're available to help, it would be fantastic too.
2 hands are better than 1. Yeah.
2 hand jobs are better than 1, Derik.
I don't see it in my known spells list.
Been there.
But if I can figure it out, I'll figure it out.
And it's possible I can go to like a.
Are you sure? I don't know. I'm gonna look under here.
It should.
I searched the word holy and it wasn't.
Oh, try ceremony. Look for ceremony.
Oh yeah, I have this stupid spell.
Yeah.
Do I have it too? Hold on.
I would have to prepare it just as she would, and it would cause me great emotional distress.
What level was ceremony?
I think it's second.
First. No, it's
first.
It's first. Let me double check.
I haven't looked at it.
I thought it was first level, but let me just double check here. It's first. It's first.
Whoa! I can make people get married.
Yes. Well, not make them.
Well, they have to want it.
Hey, you too.
That's how
Aga
married.
It's done.
It's happened before.
Yeah.
You're married.
Jules,
Marriage.
if you're needing so much, we might, and I'm not saying that it would work or they would be willing to, but we might be able to stop in a church.
Yeah.
And be able to get a lot more at one time.
Yeah. That's fair. And also I'm sure they have some type of upcharge to where I would end up helping them, which might be better.
Yeah, just give them some alms and they should be fine, honestly. I mean, they shouldn't be that needy.
But it's okay if they are. I'm just saying. I don't mind.
But they usually get support from other places and not from just patrons. So
okay,
they're just feeding poor and housing the homeless, the needy bastards.
No, listen. not all churches have. I mean, they'll say that, but then their money doesn't always go. I mean,
it goes to drugs. It goes straight to cocaine.
I was pretty much raised in a church, so I.
Right. Of course. I'm sorry. It just it just struck me right at the moment.
Please.
Clearly, I'm hungry. I just need If we find a place with some cheese.
Meat and cheese. Sure. Yeah, if we could stop at the potion place, that's really and maybe if they have a weapons store, because I need to get some more javelins just in case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should buy like just a bunch of stuff just to have on the boat in case our crew needs to fight. I don't know.
You need a javelin?
Well, she wants more. Yeah.
I keep a few on hand, so I can, throw them. It came out in handy whenever we were fighting the ship that was attacking us.
It's true.
Before we met up with you.
Do you want mine?
I don't want to take your tools. If you're going to be needing them,
no. I've got Jack right here. I don't need. You can totally have my javelin.
Sure. Jack. Oh, you only have one.
The axe.
Well, I have my axes and I have my glaive. Here.
I mean javelin. You only have one javelin because I'm looking to get at least 5.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Do you want the one so you don't have to buy 5? You could just buy 4.
No. Well, sure. Yeah. I mean, if you want to give me one, I'd appreciate it, Finn. Thank you.
Yes. Please take this javelin. I will never use. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Some weird energy there, but
as you're bartering,
hey, get away from my equipment.
All of you do notice that Derik has started to sort of step away from the group as all of you sort of keep walking.
What?
Derik?
In what direction?
What? Oh, you guys said I could go send the mail after we were done fighting.
Oh yeah, dude. Go for it.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
mail?
Do your thing.
I wrote a letter and I have to send it to someone important.
Oh.
You want to just meet us at the potion shop afterwards?
Heck yes.
All right, we'll see you there.
Is
Sweet.
there?
Do you want me to come with you so you don't get lost?
What? That's rude, sir.
I just know that
idea.
You when we're on vacation, you like to stop places. You might lose track of time.
Oh, why am I so over?
No, I've been to the potion shop before though, so I can totally find that.
Okay.
You're a sweet boy though.
Thank you.
Good.
Are we still in the tavern?
You're also a sweet boy.
That's up to you guys. Yeah.
Oh,
well, I wanted if before we leave the tavern, Finn wants to get or at least go up to. She'll just go up to one of the sisters and ask. Can I get another one of those Derik Barson drinks?
Of course, dear. And they'll go ahead and make you. Yeah.
Thanks. Is there any way? Because I think we're leaving. Is there any way I can leave with this cup?
No. Sorry, dear. I suppose if you wanted to purchase it.
I'll just drink it really fast.
Well, another character needing a to-go cup.
Fuck that.
I'm not giving this character a to-go cup.
Wow.
I'm not making another to-go cup.
Is there any ice that you can I could drop in this so I could drink it faster before we leave?
Oh, of course, dear. And she'll just wave her hand over and digitate it so it's cold.
Yes!
Nice.
It's an ice Derik Barson. Okay, so she's gonna chug it.
You're so inventive.
Take it.
It's true.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then we'll follow y'all out the door if that's where y'all are heading.
Mm-hmm.
Those are so good.
They're pretty good.
Nice.
Have you tried them cold? That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check it out.
Mm.
Yeah, they should have a way to let you take things with you.
Oh, look, a to-go cup. We had another character.
I'm gonna put my arm around Lennox. Just
lean my head down on your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's a thing?
It's a bit of a, well, maybe not. Let's not talk about. We'll talk about it later.
I'm gonna message Ileana too soon.
I was just given facts. I'm sorry, Linux. I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's alright.
Is to go cup sad?
Well,
is that a sad thing?
Ileana's going to kind of like guide, kind of like Finn off to the side. That's something that the
It's something your last character did, and it's very wrong.
It's something.
It's a very wrong
It's
thing.
something that the person that was with us before that kind of betrayed us.
Yeah.
She really liked to go cups, and Linux made her one. So it's a difficult touchy subject. I wasn't thinking. Sorry. We'll talk about it later.
I hear,
Wow,
no
what a-
offense, Tasha,
what a
but you're
bitch.
hurting us. You're hurting us badly.
Tasha's hurting us.
So sorry.
Let's go to the potion shop, shall we?
Let's do it.
Shall we
Hey,
go?
hey.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So all of you, except for Derik, head to the potion shop. Derik, you go and find a courier, which I think I sent you the gold amount for that. Oh, you are muted, my dear friend.
I said I shall subtract the gold.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. So while Derik is off, you guys head into the potion shop where the woman who hooked you previously, the halfling, sees all of you. Says, oh, yes. You came back so quickly. I did tell you that it was 3 weeks, yes?
Yes.
You did.
Oh, okay.
We weren't. We were coming in for other things. I was wondering if you had any health potions.
Oh, of course I do. What level of health potion do you want?
Let's see, you have regular, you have greater, you have superior, right? That's,
Mhm.
that's the levels. How much are your greater healing potions?
Oh, my greater healing potions. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm pulling up that particular shop. You said the greater?
Yes.
My graders are 225.
Okay. All right. You don't happen to have one that maybe it's a superior or that brings you up from like 0 to full health?
Oh,
From like almost dead, I
potion?
guess.
Yes. I do have 2 of those. They're
How much is one
quite
of those?
expensive though.
Sure.
They are 2,000 platinum pieces each.
Yep. Okay, cool. How much is your superior?
Oh, the superior is only 2,000 gold pieces.
Got it. 2 greater healing potions it is. So that would be 450? You say 225 gold? 450 gold.
450.
Yeah, what are the do you have a list of what that they offered before? Of course, I don't think that Ileana was in here because she just came in here with Linux. What other potions do you have? Do you have any, really interesting ones in stock or?
I do have several. Let me see if I've got anything.
Give me like your 3 examples, I guess. I won't make you work too hard, Victoria. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Why is that? Oh, that's why. I opened the wrong thing. There we go. Let's see here. Let me see what would be. What would be interesting for you?
It's a balls deep potion.
Oh, how much is that?
Stop it.
It's free.
Moving
Tasha's
on.
telling us to
It's
stop
free.
Wow.
it.
I need more wine.
Okay. Actually, can you just roll an investigation check for me? I just want to use it to gauge.
Oh,
Well, that's a 7.
Okay.
wow. That's not a high
Rolled from a
number.
16 to a 6. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, that's
Investigation's not Ileana's strong suit. So.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, given your luck, I do have a potion of remove disease. I also have a potion of displacement, and actually, nice. I love it when I roll a 1 as a halfling.
Nice.
Much better, much better. And she'll kind of look at the things that are on your pack. I do have these marvelous pigments if you're interested. I know they're not a potion, but they came through as a trade, and you look like a bit of an artist yourself.
Oh, what are these pigments?
Oh, you have so many uses of it, and the paints cover so much space. But essentially, whatever you paint comes to life.
Well, that's fascinating.
Inanimate objects, of course, but
sure.
Yes. Oh
sure.
wait.
How much are these pigments?
Oh, those are 4,000 gold, and I cannot take any less because that's what I traded them for.
Sure. That's a good bit of money. I will keep that in mind. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Of course. Anything else you'd like to know about?
Nope. That's it. Thank you. Just the 2 greater.
Okay, of course.
Appreciate it.
Anyone else? All right. Get out of Zoom chat and start playing the game. Well, if there's nothing else, have a great day. Thank you for stopping in.
Okay.
All right.
Ileana leaves.
All right. Well, the 4 of you are collecting yourselves. Derik, I need you to roll me a history check. And then a dexterity check, and you do not need to do it at disadvantage because you are. I would assume that you knew that you know the disadvantage is because of your armor, and what you're doing doesn't require armor, so I'm not going to.
History and dexterity.
Yeah, actually, I guess it doesn't matter for your sleight.
Do I remember giving hand jobs, and
Yeah.
how quickly can I move my hands?
Yeah.
Okay. I have for you. I'm doing history first.
Okay, great. That's
That's a 7.
okay. All right.
And my dexterity is nothing. Oh, it got cocked. And a 2.
A 2. Okay. And then can you for me roll an insight check?
Yes, I can do that one. Come on, I'm gonna use a different die this time. And 5.
Okay, great. I will message you right now.
Please don't. It can't be good.
All right. Now that the rest of you have made your way out of the potion shop, what are you doing?
Did y'all say there was a magic shop here? Someone... It's been a few days, I think, since anyone was that even here. Was that back in Harassa? Anyone?
No? I mean, would I know, Victoria, just off the top of my head?
Yeah, I mean, you would know that there are, like, they're not necessarily, like, straight magic shops that, like, there were in Harassa. Mm-hmm. You would know that there are, like, trade shops because this is a port city. It's probably a mix of different things that are at these shops. You just happen to find the alchemist, but yeah, I mean, there are definitely places where you can find.
Okay. I'll take them someplace where I know that they sell good things.
Okay.
You're not going to get anything cursed.
Quick out of character question. Have we split the gold that we found in the clock place?
The what place?
The clock place.
Okay, yeah.
Not the cock place.
Cock
again.
place.
I'm tuned in at a certain frequency now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we saw the cockmaster.
Yeah.
Right.
We just take it.
Hands of smoking.
We just had it taken directly back to the ship, correct?
Yeah, we took everything back to the ship. I thought we did. I could be wrong.
I certainly haven't added it to my inventory.
Yeah.
I don't know if you.
I mean, I only had like
Jules,
24.
You know, I think you asked for your 5,000
because you have the iron stone, right?
Correct.
That was from there.
Correct. Okay. All right.
I don't believe you actually split the money because you were still talking about whether or not you were going to give it to the crew or not.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you write it out in Discord how much we got?
Yeah, it's in there.
So.
I'll look at it.
I'm looking for it right now for you.
Guys, there's a lot of memes here.
Important business.
I'll
memes.
stop.
No, don't you dare, sir.
I've got it right in front of me too.
Okay.
There was. I know you took your 5,000 out of this amount, so I'm going to give you the amount, and then you'll have to take your 5,000 out. So there was 110 platinum, 9,264 gold, and 1,360 silver.
And then there were gems and items, right? The gems were from the last thing we did.
Yeah, the gems were from the last thing that you did. Yeah. You did have a lot of like paintings and art pieces and items that were worth quite a bit of money. If you wanted to try and sell them here.
Yeah, can we just say we run back, grab everything we want to sell, and magically have it?
I thought we were going to sell it outside of Nokomis, though, just in case.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're so right.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing money. Okay.
Yeah.
It goes like, I was short.
Yeah, same thing. And if we're doing that, I'm on board with that, and I'm just
we'll sell it when we get back to a different city.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Yeah, like Harassa, probably.
I'll have to find pigments elsewhere.
Awesome.
Okay, I'm okay. All right. Great. So you guys head into the magic shop.
Yes.
Okay. I'm here, I swear.
You knew how much people would laugh at that little no.
Awesome.
Yeah. It was funny, but that's not what I'm laughing at.
Oh.
Okay. All right, so you head up one of the lanes where you see a bunch of different trade shops. Jules will bring you to one in particular that's right next to a large public garden. It's like a 2-story building that has like an outcrop of like crystal in the sign. And you come in and you can tell that there are everything. It definitely looks like a trade shop. There are good-looking weapons. There are some not so good-looking weapons. There are cases of what looks like magic items, trinkets, art pieces. This is definitely like a hub where people are literally just trading goods.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty busy in here. And people are perusing. So what are you guys up to in here?
Leona's just gonna be looking around like a tourist, just looking at everything.
Okay.
Gosh,
all right. Do you want to make an investigation check for me then, Liliana?
Ooh. 6.
Oh no.
6. Okay.
I guess I don't have that. I'm gonna try. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to jump in on that, man.
No, go ahead. Was everyone else looking? I wanted to know who was looking around, so that way I can tell what you guys found.
I'm gonna go up and ask to see the non-attunement section.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I will help you last because it is very busy in here, so it's going to be a little bit before someone will help you. Lennox, what are you doing then?
I guess I'd want to do a general search for magic items, but if anything spellcastery sticks out, I'm gonna be my interest.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Yes.
And then, Fen, are you looking around while you're in there too? Okay. All right. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me. All right. What did you get, Lennox?
That is a 22.
A 22. Great. And what is your spend?
A 9.
A 9. All right. You and Eliana are a little distracted, but that's okay.
Yep.
That is okay. Hold on 1 second.
There are a lot of hot people in here right now. It's very distracting. Like...
It is extremely distracting.
And it's been a while for Finn, so
Ileana's looking at the stuff.
I know.
Not the people.
Nope, I'm all about the people.
Okay. All right. So, Ileana, you're looking around. You find a little potion section. There's like a potion of blur, a potion of a large person, a potion of hide from animals. There's a staff of size alteration, and then you find that there is, let's see here, like some full plate armor that looks like it's in the magical section. There's a buckler that looks kind of fancy. You guys find there's a variety of like arcane scrolls.
I have a question when you're done.
Yeah, what? Go ahead.
Are there any just like really like cheap ass trinkety, like almost like a fake magic trick or something?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
There's a bin. It's
yes.
It's
something that's really like trinkety and like touristy, I guess.
Almost like a prank. Like,
yeah.
1 second.
Because I think Ileana would be totally, maybe not a whoopee cushion, but something. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah. There's like there's a wand of scowls. There is. Let's see here. Actually, let me.
You can come back to it.
Yeah. Let me come back to you.
Okay. She's looking like,
like real jokey kind of.
Well, not jokey, but just like cheap.
Cheap.
Okay. Yeah, just like almost like the stuff you would find like at the counter in a store.
You want an impulse purchase?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll get you some impulse purchases.
Like when you walk into Target and it has that one section on the left.
Exactly, the $1 bin. Yeah.
I love Target.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Lennox. Lennox, you are looking around specifically for like magic items. So you're going to walk past quite a few. It looks like they have quite a few like weapons and armor and things like that. There is a rod of extended meta magic. And then there's a staff of abjuration and a staff of conjuration. Both of the last two though, look, they're put in like these clearly warded glass cases as if they're extremely expensive, and they're actually next to some to an amulet, and it says Amulet of Mighty Fists, and all of those look like heavily guarded. Gotcha. There's also you also see that there are a ton of arcane scrolls, and is there anything else? Yep.
You should get that rod of extended metagaming. That'll really
that'll be great. Down. Yeah, I think that's about it that you would see.
Okay. All right. I'll ask them about those items, and when later on, when I get when it calms down, I can get someone.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And then you were looking for non-attunement items, correct?
Yeah.
Jules, are you looking for any? So there are potions, there are scrolls, but you're looking for like actual items that are not attuned.
Yeah, like if they actually, I'll just straight up ask them, could they turn my sunglasses into goggles of the night? So ask them if they can do it.
Yeah, we certainly have an enchanter on staff. It would take a couple of weeks, but we could get it done for you. I mean, we're a little bit behind. If you wanted to pay for a rush order, we could certainly.
How much would that be?
Let me take a look. Sorry, guys. I didn't think you were going to be shopping today. I thought you were going to be fighting.
Oopsies.
That's okay. Well, if you want them done within, it looks like 9 days, it will be 500 gold pieces. If you want them done within 3 days, it'll be 750.
Yeah, let's do, how about, wait, you said, sorry, 500 or 750?
Mm-hmm.
What if we do it in 5 days for 625? Would that work?
I suppose. Yes. Okay.
Just because I'm not going to be here in 3 days, and I'm not going to be here in 9 days.
I see. All right. So 6 days.
Yeah, 6 days would be great.
Well, then I will need your sunglasses, sir.
Sure. All right, I'll hand over my sunglasses and 625 gold.
All right.
Does a single tear fall from Jules's eye?
He'll be okay.
Is he squinting like crazy?
Yeah, he's just, it's like yeah, he's just squinting. He's not used to seeing sunlight.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Okay. Everything else, like there's, other than that, like I said, there are a handful of like armor and weapons and things that are non-achievement, that are like pretty basic. But other than that,
okay.
I mean, there's like a luck blade. But I mean, that's right?
Yeah, I'll ask about armor that's unattuned or non-attunement.
Non-attunement.
Medium armor. That's not attunement.
Medium armor. Yeah. I got switch. Actually, let's do this. So, while you guys are browsing, you figure out exactly what it is that you are looking for, and they will help you find it. And we will do that while we're on our break, so that way I can get you all the information over the break. But as you guys are shopping, Derik, you step back into the tavern and are greeted by the two sisters. And say, we thought you might be back.
And I present them with the crepe that I made, the 2 crepes.
Just for a moment, please, and we'll go get him. All right. And we'll go ahead and go on break.
Nice.
Wow.
All right. If you're new around here, we take a 10-minute break so we can stretch, get refueled. And so, yeah, we'll be back in a few, everyone. All right, let's get back to it. So before we figure out what Derik is up to, Ileana, you are going through the impulse purchase section.
Yes.
And it looks like they actually have like several like bins and shelves of items that they have multiples of, almost like they stock the shelves of these items. Just for people like you. So there are a couple of different things. So there's like a shelf that has these little beautifully carved jewelry boxes, but whenever you open it, it gives you a different affirmation, like looking good, sugar tits, and then just like a different one every single time that you open it. There's a little hat rack that it has like safari hat kind of looking hats, but it has like this sort of weird contraption on the side, and as you put it on to try it, you see that it sort of gives like a mist and a fan in your general direction, and you read the little tag on it, and you see that it actually helps you with heat resistance, so you'd be resistant to hot weather climates. Whether or not you want the mister on your head is up to you. There is a little bin that's full of these endless sticks of butter. So what it is it looks like one of those, like, it almost looks like a glue stick, and you can twist it up and you can just butter things, and it looks like the butter just never ends. It just does not stop.
Yes.
There are, let's see here. There were two other things in there that I was thinking about. There's one other thing. They do have little, there were two things. So they do have these beautiful like writing pens, but as you look at it closer, it looks like there are, some of them have men, some of them have women in cute little tropical outfits, but when you turn the pen over, the clothes like disappear in the water to review like a nude, figure. And then the last thing is there's a little container of these drink parasols, and you like read the tag on it, and you see that if you put the drink parasol in any drink, it turns it into like a tropical drink. Like it tastes like a tropical drink, and unlimited uses.
Nice. I like these. How much are each of these things?
Oh god. For the sake of brevity, we're just gonna say each of them are a gold apiece.
Well, she's buying one of each.
Okay, done. All right, yeah.
Great.
Easy enough. Okay. So you acquire your trinkets. Jules acquires some armor. Everyone else is going to shop and get their things. We'll let you guys know what it is that they purchase. But in the meantime, Derik, so you're at the bar with your two crepes, as requested. The tavern owners step back into a back room for a few minutes. Oh yeah, go ahead.
While that's happening, I would like to order like a dozen Derik Bardsons.
Okay.
To have enough for anyone there with, and then to pass around the bar or the tavern to anybody who.
Done.
Okay.
Done. Yeah, absolutely. So the other sister that stays behind is making these Derik Bardsons and start handing them out. So the bar is enjoying this round of tea and coffee drink. And after a few minutes, your new acquaintance, Aaron, comes out from the back and says, "Wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that you rethought our agreement."
I thought I'd give it a go, and Derik looks really proud of himself. He's like, "I think you'll be pleased, but on the chance you're not, just take as a token of my appreciation for my hands."
Oh, I see. Will you roll like just a straight up persuasion check, please?
Yeah, but I definitely accidentally closed the window, so it's coming right up. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I don't want to accidentally cheat. I only cheat on purpose. Yeah, it is. A flat 10.
Okay. Steven, why do you do this to me? Okay. All right, well, let's try them then. And he'll kind of, wave his hand over to the table and have you bring over the crepes.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll sit down. Thank you for trying. I very much appreciate it. And I'm glad that you decided to have everyone come to their senses and make this agreement. Let's dig in then, yes? And you'll sit down and try your crepes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me roll back up to your rolls.
I can re-roll them if you can't find them.
No.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, my dude. Yeah.
Puppy.
Okay. Wait a second. Oh yeah, because you said I'm allowed. That's right.
Oh yeah, it was like a
7.
I know I rolled a 2
yeah.
twice.
Yeah. That's right. And then I sent you the message. That's what I'm like. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And he tries it. Oh, interesting texture. Interesting taste. They are unique, friend, and I appreciate the try. But unfortunately, these are not close to what I had in Bogmeldir.
Derik looks surprised because he thought he had done it, but he's like, well, thank you anyway. And he makes sure that they get Derik Bardson's.
Oh,
he says,
so welcome.
best of luck of finding what you need.
Oh, well, it's no worry at all. The agreement was we try these pancakes or these crepes, and if it didn't work out, then I will see you in the Feywild. Let me go ahead and give you a marker of where you can find me. And he's going to pull out a stone. He says, simply when you cast your plane shift spell or however your means of travel are, hold this in your hand, and it will bring you directly to the location of my home. So you can bring me the crepes, as agreed. And of course, you can arrange with your friends. I actually hadn't moved. I thought you might change your mind. So I haven't moved any of the treasure from the room, so you can come in and acquire it at any point. Oh, are you muted, Stephen? Mm-hmm.
Okay. The object he's handing me was a stone.
It's just a little. Okay. It's it almost looks like a galaxy on the inside of it. It's very beautiful and sparkly.
Okay. Then he'll take that and note it. And he said it was. We had 3 weeks.
You guys had argued for 3 weeks, so he's going to give you this.
Okay.
Weeks. Yep.
And he says, "I plan to see you." And he said, "And I'll bring a couple extra."
Oh. You'll get that. I'll very much enjoy them. I look forward to seeing you again.
And then Derik would head to the potion shop, which is where he agreed to meet his friends.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, they would have come and gone from the potion shop by the time you mailed off your letter and went and made crepes and went and fed him. So, would he go looking in town for them, or is he going to meet him up at the
He would definitely go to the potion shop because he's Derik Johnson.
Okay.
And if he didn't see them, he would probably head back to the ship.
Okay. All right. So he'll be back at the ship. The 4 of you, doing anything else before you head back?
Ileana's going to go up to Linnick and give him. She would have asked for it in a separate bag. Here, got you something.
Oh,
wait a minute. That's not even in any kind of accent. I forgot what character I was for a moment. Here, I picked you up something in the magic shop you might find interesting.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Go ahead and open it.
Right.
And inside is the endless stick of butter.
Oh, it's butter.
So it's like a
butter.
stick. You take the cap off and you twist it at the bottom, and what comes out is butter. And I don't think that it. I don't think that it ends. I think it's. And so I thought, since you cook, it might,
Oh, right, cooking. I use a lot of butter in my cooking, so
Sure,
I think
yeah.
that this will just grand. Thank
Yeah.
you, Liana. Oh, this is
You're
so
welcome.
thoughtful. Do you have anything in particular you'd like me to make with this? Our first meal has to be for you.
Wait, give me some time to think about it.
Well, you
And
know
she'll give you a
me.
wink.
Right. I'll just
Alright.
head back, I guess, or follow everyone.
Yeah, unless there's anything else, if you head back to the ship, you will find Derik on the sea ward.
Oh, Derik. Glad to see ya. Did you go to the potion shop to look for us? We went over to a magic shop after.
Yeah, you guys were gone, but it kind of took me a bit. I think we need to have a brief conversation.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
Everything nice?
So I have good news and less good news.
All right.
The good news is that we can go get some treasure from where we were talking to that Fey dude.
Oh, really?
Why?
Did they leave it?
Why?
No.
Why?
I made him some crepes.
Oh, did they
but-
like him?
No,
They worked.
no.
Oh.
So I think kind of on the hook to go to Vogue Maldir.
Okay.
But he gave me a summoning stone, so I could make a delivery like real easy.
All right. Well, Derik, it's been great. Best of luck. And
Uh,
I'll start
I-
shaking Derek's hand.
I could take I'll take the
No.
risk. It's okay.
No.
Going to the Fae?
You know where our house is in Harassa, so just
Yeah, well,
make your way
Derek, we'll
back.
see you in a few weeks, I guess.
No, I want to go. I'm gonna go.
Listen,
I've never
no.
seen the Fae.
No. Everyone
It's a
just
scary
take
place.
just take a moment here.
Say
Derik,
Hmm.
it would have been nice if you would have discussed this with us before
That's
doing.
true. It was supposed to be a good surprise when my crepes were
Sure.
delicious.
I
I thought they
understand.
were great.
Have
I
you
tried
ever
them.
made crepes before?
No, but
Okay.
I've had them, and they're
All
just
See, if you would have discussed it, then Jules could have helped you out with his, because he can make things taste like things, and at least it would have maybe helped the endeavor.
Right. We have
Um,
magic, actually, now
And I've
that I
also
think
had them
about
more
it.
than once.
If you're
But we
if
could
you're
have
looking
just
at
made it fucking taste like that with prestidigitation.
if you're looking at Ileana, she looks like that she's holding in a bit of rage right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oops.
So that would have helped.
Yeah, I could see that.
But
So Derek,
also,
Where should we drop you off? What's the best
no,
port?
we're not dropping Derik off.
I'll go with you.
could-
Even better. Where should we?
This is a group thing now.
It doesn't have to be. I'm sure the DM would
No.
appreciate if we were in separate places.
No,
In separate-
no, because no, that's not.
No, listen, right. You've been there for us, Derek. Now,
Yeah.
granted, I don't feel the
I
greatest
was-
about it since you just sort of went in, but I mean, we can't have you doing all that by yourself.
I was trying to do a solid, and I failed. I wanted to
Well,
surprise you guys because you
that's-
guys
That's
worked so hard, and we were so close. And I had that magic powder, so I thought I could nail it.
Oh,
yeah.
But I didn't nail it.
It wasn't just pee in a bowl this time, right? I just want to make
I
sure.
didn't. No, I only put 2 or
What?
3 pubes in there.
Ew, what? What?
I'm
Okay.
kidding.
All
I
right.
really tried, you guys.
I know. I
You peed
can.
in a bowl?
Oh.
What for what?
cat
It
pubes?
was a magic thing
Oh, okay.
and a territorial thing.
Hey.
Are cats
Yeah.
territorial? Anyways.
This one is.
All right. Well,
So
can we still
yeah.
make it to your location, Jules, and back up there in time? I think we can. I mean, it's only a couple days, 3 days out of the way. If we have Do we still have 3 weeks, Derik?
We have 3 weeks, and when I have the crepes in my hand, all I have to do is touch a stone, and I'll appear there. So.
Oh, so you don't even have to be in... Do you have to be in the Feywild first?
Can we take a look at the stone? Do you have it with you? That's...
Yeah, I hand it
You
over.
sure you're not
Alright.
forgetting anything?
Nope, that's
Jules,
all
can
of
you
it.
just check the stone for me, friend? I can't,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I hand
I
it
just-
to whoever has their hand out.
I'll just hold it over just...
I understand that you're trying, Derik. We're just making sure that we have everything straight.
That's so sweet, Derik. Oh my God! Look,
Check
y'all.
that stone.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep.
That looks like an iPod case.
Does
Don't
it?
dye it red.
No.
Yeah, oh, it's
AirPods?
all red, yeah.
Everything's red.
It's so covered in body paint.
Lennox, what are you doing to check the stone?
I'm asking Jules to identify it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll cast it as a ritual. Take my time.
All right. So you find that it is a stone that is going to help you, however it is that you travel to the Feywild, either through a rift, through a plane shift, whatever it is that you do to get to the Feywild. It will bring you to, once you're like going through, it'll bring you to the location of
shit.
Aaron, but it doesn't actually bring you to the Feywild. It just brings you to the right location within the Feywild.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not right,
that's
Jules.
That's pretty much the same thing I said.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we just have 24 hours, though, from the moment the crepes are made.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So we'll need to find a way to get to the Feywild as soon as we get them.
Oh,
It's a pretty big city. There's got to be a way.
Jules, you're familiar with plenty of people there. There must be someone we can... I mean, we'll have to probably pay to get money, right? But
I mean,
we could pay someone to plane
No.
or shift us or something.
if I knew of a way to do it, I probably would have agreed to
Right.
the task.
Right.
And
Let's think about it while we sail. Let's go.
Aye. Right.
I want to
yeah.
maybe a few weeks, and then I'm sure Derik will figure something out.
Pretty good at figuring things out.
Aye. You are.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, Fen, you get your adventure, right? We're heading on the high seas, and we're stopping to see. Well, we're just making a stop along the way, and then we're heading back over to Grand City here. There's plenty to get to. Have you ever been there, Fen?
No.
Oh. Going for a
Really
trip.
quick, Victoria, are they able? Can I pick up the armor at the end of the day? Okay, so then I'll do that before we leave.
Is there
Oh.
anything else you guys want to do here?
Selling all
What was the
stuff
buckler?
We do want to. Are we going to check on? We should probably check on Sebastian's mom and give her a. Is she on our ship or is she on
Right,
another
we're bringing
ship?
her home.
She's on
Who?
your ship.
We've got to get back to Artemis and Sebastian.
Who?
Well, I mean, now that might be a little bit delayed, but we do need to not
Right.
even before we get to Artemis and Sebastian. We need to talk. We should talk to. I don't think we've talked to Sebastian's mom, right? Like we haven't had a conversation with her.
I think
We haven't.
we've had a
That's
So
few-
we
Right.
should
Aye.
probably do that before, just to let her know that, hey, this is what we're planning to do. We're taking you back to Sebastian. It will be a few more days, but that's what we're planning. Is she on our ship, Victoria, or is she in another ship?
Nope, she's on your ship.
Okay. Yeah. So when we get there, I'm going to go down and talk to her if anyone wants to go with me.
that sounds
I don't
good.
want to go tell her that she has to wait because
Like-
of crepes.
She doesn't
Well,
know
I'm not-
how long it's going to take. All she knows
Well,
is
aren't
we're
we-
taking her there.
We're going to the dragon place too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's still something that's going to keep us from going back to Harasa. So
Alright.
I'll just let her know that in this much time we'll get back to Harasa and to her kid.
Okay.
And she's already
Nice.
free.
Aye.
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah, I'm going. So
Right.
anyone that wants to come with me can.
So where?
Going to talk to Sebastian's mom. You don't know her.
Then don't worry about it. No.
Okay.
I'll just help facilitate whatever I can do to help sell the rest of our goodies, and I'm gonna ask Jules and Derik, since they're still here. Did either of you get the feeling that I mean, clearly those sisters in the tavern worked with or for the Fey person down below, but
Yeah.
I almost got the sense like they had that same sort of reaction sometimes that the people in that last village did. They were mesmerized, right? They had the memories changed, and oh, this circus came through, and that's all they could remember.
I mean, do you think it? I'm sorry. What do you? So, do you think it's the exact same thing, or do you
I
think
was
that they?
just
It's
curious if either of you felt that. as
no.
well.
I just think they were just assholes.
All right.
They were just not forthcoming.
All right.
I don't think they were mesmerized.
All right.
But they were mesmerizing.
No, they were assholes.
Assholes
had
can be
the really pretty
mesmerizing.
Yes, they can.
Plenty of beautiful stars.
Wait, who's are we? Just is everyone is up with us except Ileana?
Correct. Ileana's not up right now.
Okay.
Not yet.
So and Derik will say, so listen, I realize I did a thing, and we have some time, but we have the ability to go ahead and get the treasure. I think they might come. I think they might be pissed off, even if we leave the treasure there and don't bring crepes. They're kind of strange people. So we might want to get that already, but if
We
you
might as well just get the
definitely
treasure.
Good voted up.
Are you sure? There's no way if we leave the treasure here, they'll just be like, whatever, like let it go.
I mean, I think there's a chance, but I'd
I'm
rather
not
have the
sure.
treasure. And can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Please.
I really want to go to Vognaldir.
Oh.
I didn't.
Derik, you were in a dark place last time you were there.
I know.
You were on a bender, man.
I know.
You were fucked up.
I know, but things have changed, and I'm about to finish my play, and I'd like to get a copy to someone at that theater. But I certainly did not intend for us to need to go there. I thought I was gonna basically get everyone free treasure. And he sort of hangs his head in shame.
Oh, you write plays?
I used to. I'm trying again. It's hard to say.
Oh, that's so cool. I like the theater.
Oh well, there's a pretty neat one there. If we end up going, but
Can we go see it? Can we go see it?
well, Derek's just like, oh, do you want to come get treasure, or do we want to take our chances?
Yeah, we can get treasure.
So then the
let's
deal's
fuck
a
it,
deal,
whatever.
right?
Yeah,
Okay, I think they're still what they turned all silver or whatever, so they should be. They're like marked.
They're pink.
They're all pink.
I'll
But
just
Oh,
like
pink
all-
with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
pink.
All right, let's rally the
I'll
guys.
put a-
to
You've
go
been
over
while
there.
drinking, I remember.
My hand. I'll walk like up past Derik, just put a hand on your shoulder and kind of give it a rub.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Pink
move on.
treasure.
All right.
Yes. Pink
Let's
sparkles.
get some of the guys. Come help us.
Since you don't have to be stealthy about it because you're taking it as part of an agreement, that's fairly simple to do. It is a much larger haul than the last one, so it takes you a little while, but you are able to get it all back over to the ship. In the meantime, Ileana, you head to find Sebastian's mother.
Okay. Looking for the tabaxi. Do I find her on
So you find her in the galley with some of the other recently released prisoners. It looks like they're all sort of gathered together. They seem to keep to each other. But you find her, they're just eating a nice meal in the galley of your ship.
Okay. All right. She would probably wait until it seems like that she's done eating. She wouldn't want to interrupt her dinner, so she would just kind of, look busy in the area, or even just stand and just kind of like, talk to a couple of the slaves that they freed and just ask how they're doing until it looked like that she was getting up from the table, probably.
Sure. Yeah. You find a moment where it seems like everyone's sort of dispersing and,
Okay.
she's gathering her things.
Hi there.
Hello.
I don't know if you remember me at all.
Of course I do.
Okay. All right. Yes. Again, Ileana, may I get your name again? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know. Stephen,
Okay.
why didn't you look up her name?
We'll just say that she tells her name.
It's changed like twice. I know it has.
We can
Yeah,
fill this
for
in
sure.
later. We can fill this in later. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
Sebastian's mom.
Sebastian's mom.
Ileana wouldn't have
Miss Real.
remembered.
It was just mom.
I'm glad that we were able to find you. We actually
Oh my.
don't know if anyone else in my group has said anything, but you're kind of our main reason for coming here.
It was mentioned briefly, but only in passing as everyone's loaded up, but I'm so eager to see Sebastian.
Yes. He's back at our house in Harasa, and being watched there, of course. To keep him, I'm not saying that he would get into any trouble, but to keep him out of trouble, we gave him plenty of money for food. So, I think that he'll be fine. We are working on getting there as quick as we can. We are going to one of our obligations is having us stop at an island for a wee bit. So hopefully within the next week we'll be able to, or week and a half maybe, we'll be able to get back to Harasa and get you back to Sebastian. Okay.
That's fair. Are we shipping out tonight, or do you think it's safe to send him a letter? Is he in a safe location that I could do so?
Oh, yeah. No. Yes, absolutely. If you want to write him a letter, yeah, we could get it. I could take it out if you could get it written in maybe an hour.
Oh, of course. I mean, I could send it. I don't want to impose. You've already
No,
saved me.
No, I've actually seen the post office in town, so I can easily take it in for you, and I'll pay for stamps. Pay to get it sent. Just get me the letter, and we can get it sent out for you.
Thank you. I just don't want him to worry anymore, and know that we're on our way.
Of course. And I think that, didn't we leave a sending stone out of character with Artemis?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we even have, write the letter, because I'm sure that he'll love to hear it from you, but we even have a sending stone to what is watching him, and we can just let Sebastian know that we found him, we're on our way.
Do you mean who is watching him? You keep saying what is watching him?
A friend's watching him.
All
Yes.
All right. Yes. I'll write
good
it.
hands. Good.
All right. Well then, yes, of course, I will write the letter now and get it right to you.
All right. Wonderful. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
I'll you can just find me up top.
Of course.
Okay.
It won't take but a moment, and you'll see her pull from her bag a little paper and quill. So she'll write it out and give you the letter.
Okay. All right. So she will. In fact, she'll probably just wait down there for it to be done, and head up, and probably just be like, guys, where did you go?
We're robbing
We're
treasure.
getting the treasure.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, the treasure. Well, I need to head into town, back off the boat to put a letter in the mailbox. You need any help?
Sure.
Aye.
Okay. All right. I will go and post the letter, and I'll make it over there, and hopefully I'll be in time to take a cart.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just okay. Making sure.
No, yeah.
And she'll do that, Victoria. She'll go and post the letter and try to make it over there as quickly as possible.
All right. So it's just 5 gold for the courier, and then you can make it over to them. They're like most of the way through, but you can help them finish loading up and get everything back. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So you make your way back. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say to the guys. So just back to the boat. Then we're pretty much all done here.
Right. Let's make some haste.
All right.
Elena, do you have the Sinden Stone to Artemis?
We
should probably let Artemis know that Sebastian, to let Sebastian know that.
I guess we did give him that thing, didn't we? I'm sorry.
We'll be on our way. So that way Sebastian knows that we found his mother, and that we're on our way. It should be, a couple of weeks probably.
Right.
We're back.
We'll do. We should probably just before we set. No, I guess we can sell these goods elsewhere, right? I forgot we're selling them in another.
Yeah, we're not selling them here in Nokomis.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll send that ahead.
Okay. All right.
I'll send that to Artemis. Artemis, friend. Oh, how we miss you. I hope you and the lad are well. We'll be home within 3 weeks. Mom's okay.
Yes, all is well here. The house is interesting, though. Good to hear the news. We'll let him know.
Exodus lives on.
Nice. Oh, Artemis is well, everyone. And Soundin is incredible as always. The lad seems to be alright, but we might be in for a surprise with the decorating that was on. So Artemis called it, I think interesting or something along those lines. Like 5 seconds ago.
That's right. Exodus gave him some pointers on how to decorate the house.
Right. Plus, he may have gone an entire direction his own. I guess we'll see, right?
I guess
see
we'll
what we have to burn and what we can keep.
Sure. Maybe Artemis has really fine tastes. I could see that in Artemis, and maybe it's just not up to a standard. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine.
All right, back to the vast ocean. It is adventure before us.
All right. All right. So you get everything onto the ship itself.
Pick up my armor.
Pick up your armor. Your glasses will be ready in 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else? Oh, go ahead.
What all did we pick up with the second shipment? Or with the second load?
You helped us at the tail end of it.
Sure, but okay. All right.
Was that what
Just
you were
went
asking? I'm sorry.
Crates and stuff.
It was
guess
even
that's something
more
we'll
than the
find out
first
later.
one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We haven't looked. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just the first items on the ship. Yeah, that's cool. Well, do you think we should take a look first, Ileana? Just pop things open before we set sail in case there's anything we wouldn't want to sink? Or we have the ship go down to the watery... Oh, I'll pat you on the shoulder.
What do you expecting, Linux?
Oh, I'm just joshing with you. I know sometimes the ocean makes you a bit uneasy. For no reason. So I just thought maybe if there was a cursed item on here,
Yeah. I would just hope that our good luck, and she'll kind of look around the group, would outweigh the bad luck.
Hey,
and just hope that we don't die.
It's just the water. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right, you've got fans,
I mean, we haven't died so far.
It's true. Well, most of us.
The water's not all bad. She'll look over to Linux, but
Oh, it's really great. It's peaceful. It's calming. It's dark. It's. You have to respect it.
Oh, I respect it.
Oh, then you'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll do some swimming lessons. I'll help you. It's gonna be fine. Like, the water is the best place for you to be right now.
Is it?
Two members of our original party
Why
are here in
is
their
it the
original
best place to be
bodies.
right now?
So,
Wait, what?
Why is it the best place to be right now?
Just because it's so relaxing and like it just helps like center you.
Right now.
Yes.
Oh, at times,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
She'll look
Sometimes
back
it
over
makes you
when I-
have
That's
to
what I'm
pee
saying.
too.
It's
Sure.
ew, don't
It's
do
a
that.
toilet. It's a giant toilet.
Hey now. Again. Okay, so it's not the best time for him to go in the ocean because that's disrespectful.
Because he doesn't need to use the bathroom.
That's disrespectful.
No, fish do
but
it all the
Ellie-
time. I've seen it. I've
then
seen
that's-
them boop, 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 boop.
You lived
That's
underwater.
fish.
Does that mean you pooped in the water? Like,
Yeah,
just by
yeah, how
default?
do- how do
Did you come
Tritons
up
do it?
on land just to use the
Yeah.
bathroom?
We were a little more sophisticated than that in our bubble.
Diapers.
Does everyone poop in the water?
Well,
That's
they poop.
disgusting.
Well, I don't think. I wouldn't say we would poop in the water in the
I pooped in the water on that quest we did underwater.
Well, I
Just
know.
gonna let
Yeah.
it out.
Oh God! I know that that's where our, when we poop on the ship, like that's where
Yeah, it
it's
goes in the
dumped
water.
out
Of
into.
course.
It's dumped out.
sails
into the
away to a
ocean.
land all its own.
Yeah.
I try not to think about it.
But I mean, like, Fen, you definitely, you lived in the water. Right?
Yeah, in like bubble fortresses.
Yeah, but it was, okay. Where was your bubble?
Where in the ocean?
Dude.
So in the water. So then you pooped in the water.
Hmm.
Correct? Like, just factually.
Do you bubble your poop?
Oh, we needed to save that truth potion. Wait, I bought another one.
Answers.
Too late. Too late. Guess we'll never know.
Pat Finn on the shoulder. Right. Let's get underway.
Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop my video. I'm
Damn
sorry.
it,
That's
Stephanie.
okay.
I'm sorry. I
fine.
was trying to change my virtual background. I accidentally hit stop to video.
You're Jules now, so
Oh,
I'm
well,
Derik.
I'm just saying, it wouldn't kill you if you would like me to help you get over this fear of this wonderful thing that's called the ocean by swimming. It's fun. I promise. You'll be fine.
I mean, once we're not sailing shore, we're not doing something. Maybe back in Harasa, maybe we can.
Is there water in Harasa? Is there an
Is there-
ocean?
Is there water in Harasa?
She
Right.
wouldn't know.
Isn't there?
Right.
We're on an
Yeah.
island, guys.
Right.
There's water everywhere.
That's
Sure,
where we
Wouldn't
bought.
know.
That's where the ship
I'm
came in
just
after a
sure.
fight.
She asked
That's
me. She
Yeah.
asked
Oh,
me,
that's
it.
right.
It
Wait,
made
really?
me unsure, so I was just making.
Yeah, so no
Listen,
matter
she
what,
was on a ship and then
guys,
she
no matter
was
we
enslaved.
can walk any direction and we will hit water at some point.
I'm just.
Well,
I was just making sure.
So yeah.
it's fine. It's fine.
Aye.
Cool. Well, are y'all just gonna go back to the ship and like chill for a little
We
bit?
are on the ship.
No, well,
We're
I
already
don't
on
know.
the ship.
I think we're gonna
I-
just go fuck off because if we don't leave soon, we won't. We
Yeah.
might not get there in time.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
we're
let's
gonna-
get the fuck out of here.
Fuck off.
All right.
Right, we get on it, we fuck off.
I mean, sure. Sounds
Is
like a good
there-
plan?
Random, like out of character question. If
Very nice,
Finn
Steph.
were to,
Love the change.
oh my god, wow,
Here,
wow.
we'll change music to go with it.
Nice.
You know what?
Is this a theoretical sea shanty that we're changing to?
Pick off, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Can Finn swim along with the ship for a little bit? Is able to
She can do it for a little bit, but she's gonna be dashing. It's not gonna be for very long. The ship's gonna go faster than she.
I figured.
Yeah.
Well, she'll do it for a little bit.
Okay.
Peace.
Oh, well,
Look at that. She has to use the
have-
bathroom.
have a good swim.
Ew.
All
She's
right.
more. She is sophisticated. Okay, she's not gonna go. No. Ew.
So she
Quit
doesn't
it.
use the bathroom?
Not in the place she's swimming.
Nice.
Are
The
you
water's
hopping
warm
into
over
the
there, I can
water?
tell.
Sophisticated
She is a
people don't
lady.
use the bathroom. guys.
She's
Then-
a lady.
Then Derek's like,
Please,
you know how like we're on adventure and we poop in the woods? Is that somehow wrong? I'm so
No,
confused.
no.
Was
No,
I
I mean,
not
you have
supposed
to-
to poop in the
you-
woods?
No. You have to poop somewhere.
Why
Yeah,
are we talking about this?
You
Yeah.
have to poop somewhere.
Why? Why are we
I
talking?
didn't think it was an issue, but
Ugh.
now I
Jesus Christ.
So self-conscious about it now.
Right?
I just remember the first time we showed Fen the ship and she went swimming as people were like actively dumping off trash
Yeah.
in like bathroom.
Whatever!
Yeah,
No!
she's just
You're
like,
not even here.
What?
She's not even
Right.
here.
Jump in
You're
the water.
swimming. You're
Yeah.
swimming.
You're swimming.
Not to
Derek's pooping over the side of the boat.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I hate
It's
you all. I
Anarchy.
hate
You need a
Oh,
shake.
Lord.
You need a shake there.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh my god.
Ileana is
I can
going to
stop.
step off to the side.
Okay.
You know, and just
Stop.
go and pretend like that she's checking out the end of the ship or something. And she's actually, no, actually she'd find a room to go into. Maybe she'd go to her cabin room really quick and pull out the sending stone to Maeve.
Okay. Yeah.
Maeve, it's Ileana. Ran into something. Not in trouble, but do you know a way to get to the Fae quickly? Yeah, that's it.
See?
It just for posterity is
He's hit
that's
the
it
401.
included in the
Absolutely,
message.
absolutely. Yeah, that's the last thing that May hears. Could you please roll a D100 for me?
Yes, I definitely can.
Dan, can you check your Zoom messages, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's 70.
Yeah, she just happens to not be in the mansion at the moment.
Oof.
I know. Cool. Of course, you can get to the Feywild quickly. It might take more than a sending stone to explain how. Shall I see you in your dreams? Yep, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
My dreams. That's
A little bit private.
sure. I probably forgetting how sending stones work. To just be like short and just put it back in her bag and just like come back out to the group looking rather confused and a bit bewildered.
Okay. All right. All right. Message sent. What is everyone else doing as the ship has taken off back to Pearl Island?
Mm.
Get started on that on that holy water, guys.
Oh,
God.
right. Yeah.
Wait, is it a new
sorry.
day yet? Wait, actually, Derek. So Derek's gonna be like, listen, I think it's something I could technically do, but I don't think it's a good thing for me to do.
Why not?
What do you mean? Oh, the ceremony?
Why?
Yeah, I think that making holy water might upset my deity.
Why?
Oh,
Because he's kind of not into that shit. It seems like anti-death.
What?
Ooh.
I don't.
What?
But no, I don't think you understand what holy water is. Wait, your deity's anti-death or the holy water's anti-death?
The holy water feels like misaligned.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess you're the best judge of that. We
If
should have
you want to
checked.
make Ileana work harder,
We
then I
should have
guess.
checked at the church, Jules, before we left Nicomas. I completely forgot.
Maybe there'll be a church at Pearl Harbor.
Oh, what's Pearl Harbor?
Isn't that where we're going?
Well, no, we're going to the Pearl Dragon. Is it called Pearl Harbor, Jules?
It's not Pearl Harbor. Guys.
Oh,
It's just-
okay. All right.
No.
It's just a
not
harbor.
Pearl Harbor.
Harbor's a pearl. Right.
Yeah. I
Right.
mean, yeah, we can get
Jesus, you
started.
guys.
We can get started. Absolutely. I can. Just give me. It will take about 4 hours. But I can make you 4 vials of holy water. Do you have something for me to put it in? I don't have any extra vials.
I just have this barrel that we're going to use because I need 1,000 gold worth of holy water. which is at least a keg.
Okay. Well, could you go down in the kitchen and see if we have any like a vial or like something like a cup at least to put just fill it with water. I just need water in 4 cups.
I'll pull out a to-go cup and hand it to you.
Well, okay. All right. So I'm going to fill this with water and I'm going to put it into the barrel 4 times. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, just give me.
I appreciate this. Can I get you anything? Do you want like lunch? Can I?
Yeah, give me some
lunch.
lunch.
Rub your feet? I don't know.
I also need some water. No,
don't rub your feet.
I don't need to. I don't want you touching my feet for sure.
Do you need me to get Lennox to rub your feet?
No, that will only distract me. So I just need to, maybe even keep Lennox out of here.
Feet.
Maybe keep Lennox out of here for 4 hours, and that way I won't get distracted. That'd be great.
All right.
Okay. So she'll get to using up her four first level spell slots to create this holy water over the next 4 hours.
I'm gonna go make her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a glass of milk just in case she gets tired.
What is this? What is?
It's a snack.
I mean, milk I understand, but what's this inside the sandwich?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, I've never had this before. This is interesting.
Well, I'm sure it's one of Derik's favorites.
She'll take a bite. Oh, it's not bad. Thank you, Jules.
Of course. Thank you again. And I'll just excuse myself.
Just keep Lennox away, remember.
All right.
Keep him busy.
And while they're working, because did we start the next day yet? Did that happen?
No, you guys shipped out like late afternoon or late evening.
Oh, okay. Okay. So while they're doing something that's actually useful, Derik would like to go to his room and cast scrying and try and find out where Elzaris is and what she's doing.
Okay.
So wisdom saving throw modified by how will I know the target? Well, we are best friends.
You're best friends.
But also there's some things I don't know. So yeah. It's a 15 save.
A 15 save. All right, let me go ahead and pull up her wisdom saving. Okay, so it's +1. I rolled a 17, so it's an 18.
Okay, so the way the spells work says if you know the target well, they get a -5.
Okay, so that would be enough, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So it would allow me to see and hear the target for up to 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So as you sit to commune with Kellenbor for a moment, sort of this black shadow sort of covers your eyes. And as the shadow dissipates, you see your friend Elzaris sitting in what looks like a cavern of some sort. You can hear muffled words around her. And you watch her as she has this sort of saddened expression on her face. She's nodding as if she's understanding what the other person is saying. And you see like a single tear sort of roll down one cheek. She seems to have this like glow to her as if there's a campfire nearby. It's dark and damp.
Dark, damp, cave, sad. Okay. Derik also sheds a single tear and breaks his concentration.
Eric, can you just make a history check for him, please?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, perfect. I'm typing to you right now.
Okay.
All right. So Ileana is making holy water. Derik is scrying. Fen is swimming. Lennox and Jules, are you doing anything in particular?
I'm in a pillow fight, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The time. We'll invite some of the crew in if they walk by.
Wait, y'all are fighting?
We should have bought
y'all are fighting?
Why?
Pillow
fighting?
Aren't you swimming in the toilet?
No, I'm done now.
Go back to your toilet.
Fuck you. I'm gonna love to fight Jules at this
Here,
point.
join us and I'll chuck a pillow at you.
We're pillow fighting.
It's a pillow. It's a pillow.
We're pillow fighting.
It's a
No,
Great.
no fists.
What? Fen, chill out. All right, we're
aggressive.
pillow fighting.
Y'all don't fight right.
This is so much fun.
What?
Each time
Working
we're
up a
hit with a
sweat.
pillow, we have to take off a piece of clothing. And like half undressed.
I think I'm in the wrong fighting ring. I'm going to go this way.
This isn't a fighting ring. This is just.
And she just walks.
It's a fun ring.
Yeah.
Right. Where were we?
Yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. All right. So as you all screw around, let me go ahead and roll for the evening. Okay. So the evening seems to pass without any disturbances at your first night at sea. And you wake the next morning to what looks like going to be a beautiful day. Let's see, you've got, yeah, you've got a long rest.
Good.
You've got two more. Oh, well, hold on. This is 1, 2. So you're going to end up being there on the third night because it's going to take 3 days to get back there. So
Okay.
you got a few days ahead of you. So anything in particular you want to accomplish?
I'm gonna just look at everyone before we get there. We're like, hey guys, like tomorrow we're getting there. I don't know what to expect.
2 more days. 2 more days to get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
I'll wait till the next day.
Okay. Go ahead.
Finn is let me pull up this real quick because one of her personality traits is she begins it into the day with a small like ritual or whatever. So in the morning she likes to practice her yoga, and in the evening she would like to go for a swim if she can, and if not, she does yoga.
Yeah, Ileana definitely would have went to Linux the night before and stayed there. No visit.
Let's see here. Would it have been that night? I'm trying to decide if it was going to be that night or not. Where's my... Not that night, no.
So she'd probably wake up Linux and just be like, huh. That's weird.
Oh, what is it?
Do you usually remember your dreams, Linux?
Hey.
All of them?
Most of them. I mean, I forget them a bit later, but
what if it's an important dream and you're supposed to remember it? And is it possible to forget? Like, say if you had an important conversation in your dream with something or someone.
I've had No, I mean, I've had a number of recurring dreams that I remember, and I've had a dream where you see him pause for a moment, like he's still figuring out whether he should say things or not. I have a dream with me before. So sometimes we would connect that way.
Sure. To share with you, I did reach out to Maeve yesterday
all right.
to ask about the Feywild, if she knew of a way to get there quickly. And so she mentioned that she would visit me in my dream. It seems like that's something that she does.
Right. So much she's capable of. It
was strange. I replied yes. I don't think that she can hear. I mean, I think it's just too, but she didn't. I guess maybe I should sending stone her again today. Just be like, make sure that she knows I agreed to her visiting me.
Right. She does like to make sure that.
Okay. All right. I will. Yeah. I'll do that. In fact, she'll just take the sending stone out now and like get it, like fish it out of her bag in the room and be like, maybe it's Ileana. Again, she'll kind of like look over it, and just maybe kind of like just out of habit, just kind of like not really turn her back to Linux, but just kind of like hunch over the sending stone. And so wait a minute, that's a yes. I agree. And then she'll kind of like just put it down because I think that she wasted a bunch of words stuttering at the beginning. So.
Oh, yeah. Can you roll that D100 one more time for me?
Yes.
Please? Thank you.
And she'll kind of look over to Linux. I think I might have not done it right. That's a 21.
21. Yeah. Where is my 8 book? Oh shit. Sorry, I was looking at people in Bogwild here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it just happens to go through.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a 20 or higher. So you wait for a moment and you hear Mabe's voice fill your head. Good dear, I didn't want to intrude without knowing for sure if you wanted me to. I will see you tonight then.
Kind of a weird look on her face and put the stone back in her bag. Well, okay. All right.
Then I could be rubbing your back.
I guess it might be tonight, so.
Oh, all right. Well, you'll definitely remember in the morning.
Okay, so that's not something I'm going to forget. You've never forgotten about.
No.
Okay, all right. She'll kind of like give you a double look and then be like, and just start getting dressed and to carry about her day. So.
All right. What is everyone else doing today?
As far as Lennox, I think I'd just like to check in with Derik at one point. If I find him. Oh.
Yeah, and Derik would be training on his ship shooting abilities. Gunnery.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's if it's not like first thing in the morning or at a meal, that's where you would find me.
Okay. Derik!
And yeah, Derik will see you and he's like, motion to, we'll step away. And yeah, what's going on, man?
Hey, friend, listen, I'm sorry to interrupt you here. I didn't know you were training. I didn't even realize you were training down here.
I'm trying to be somewhat useful on the sea. I don't have many seafaring abilities.
You know, that's a good point. Maybe I should spend some time figuring something out myself. Listen, I got this. So, I'll stumble a few times trying to find a way to bring up events from the other day. I imagine it seemed as though perhaps you're feeling a bit frustrated with yourself, maybe, or upset. I just want you to know that I feel like I speak for most of us, if not all of us. Look, you're all right. We love you so much. It doesn't matter if you know. And I can't say that everyone's always going to hang about if there are too many, you know. Sometimes these things happen and people go their separate ways from it. I think they'll have a stronger bond than that. But I just didn't want you feeling broken over it.
I appreciate that. I was really just trying to help. And we did get some treasure, but it's now
quite a bit.
But I think, we can still go. I think we can still do everything we want to do, and then hopefully I don't die delivering this.
I hope not.
But if I do, keep that treasure. Just buy something nice for yourself with my share.
Very kind. Well, I appreciate, your heart being in the right place. And I don't want to enable those sorts of things, of course, but I also want you to know we care about you quite a bit. So,
Well, I appreciate it, and for what it's worth, I'm sorry.
Don't even say it again. Don't worry about it, Derik. We're good, right? It's happened. We're on our way. Maybe something very fruitful will come from this, aside from the huge stash of treasure we're bringing with us now. So
yeah, we at least have that, and maybe we can eat some grapes too.
You know what? If you have the time, and if we have the stuff in the galley, I would love to try some of your grapes. Sans the pubes.
Oh, there weren't actual pubes. I was just giving Jules shit.
That's great.
Yeah, no, maybe I can get back in the kitchen and give it another go for the group. Maybe what do you say for dinner tonight?
Please, I'll look forward to it.
Okay, Derek's gonna plan to make crepes for dinner.
Wonderful. I will see you then, friend. I'll let you back to your work down here. Best of luck.
Okay, I'm just feeling really jealous of something, and I can't put my finger on it.
Look around all the giant cannons in here and say, yeah, right. That's it for what I got to.
Anyone else want to accomplish anything at this day at sea?
I think Ileana would just probably be helping out with she would do this 4 hours with the holy water again, and also just help out with the bosun, with the
bosun
crew.
Duties.
Yeah, bosun duties.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything for you, Jules?
This is the day before we get there, right?
Okay. So you're gonna get there at right at late afternoon, early evening. So this is your first day at sea. You've got 2 more days at sea.
Oh, sorry. I thought we had a long rest.
It's 3. Yeah, you did get a long rest, but you left at night. So you slept that first night. Yeah. So you're gonna be arriving at night because it's 3 days worth of travel. Yeah.
I'm just hanging out.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, if no one else has anything else they want to accomplish, we will. Let me check. That night.
Dun, dun, dun. This could be good or bad. No barnacle people tonight.
All right. It seems like it's another calm evening. However, Ileana, you do find yourself a few hours into your sleep, realizing that your dream sort of drifts to this beautiful, vibrant space of. It's a beautiful meadow with flowers and beautiful overhanging weeping willows. There's a stream. But the colors themselves almost seem to glow softly. There seems to be fireflies everywhere. You look down and you find yourself in this beautiful golden glowing dress. And just on the other side of the meadow, a few steps away, you see Mavriel in one of her own gowns. Oh, so good to see you, Yana.
Maeve, yes, good to see you as well. Thank you for facilitating this. This is something?
Oh, of course. This is just a little slice of the Feywild that I tend to use a backdrop, unless there's something else that you would find more amenable.
No, it's lovely. It's
fantastic. All right, well then join me, and you'll see her wave her hand. There'll be a little table with 2 chairs, two comfy, overstuffed chairs, and tea and cakes and everything.
Oh, wow. You certainly go all out, Maeve.
It's a dream. Why not?
Yes. So, first off, I hope you're doing well.
Oh, relatively well. Had some fun in these floating cities. Turned my friends into raccoons.
Floating cities.
Yes. Found some new fashion accessories. We have to go save the world, but don't worry.
Sure.
We'll take care of it.
Sure. And I want to give you my sympathies on your friends. Linnick let me know that he was in the past.
They did. We were able to resurrect them. But,
Oh, well, that's good.
You know, everyone comes back a little bit differently. Obviously, you have your friend that went through that same transformation, so.
Yes, yeah. So they're all tabaxis now.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, we have, we have access to higher magic than that. We didn't need to stoop to that. No.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I'm glad that they're good. I'm glad that they're fine. Yeah. So here's the thing. We ran into, long story short, we were fighting this pixie who was doing the slave trade in Nokomis, and we took the pixie down. We were collecting the money from his storehouses to make sure that, to get things, of course, and also to make sure that his lackeys didn't build up his empire again. And we got to the second one and ran into this Fey fella, and I think he was an Eladrin as well. And he said that we could have this stuff if we got him these certain pastries from Stephanie. Anyways, this dwarven city.
Oh.
But he lives in the Feywild. So he said that as long as we get the pastries to him in 24 hours of buying them, that he would give us the gold, and we could, without any fear of him coming after us, I guess.
I see. So did he look like an Eladrin, did you?
Yes.
All right.
So I guess I was wondering if there was a way that, of course, we're not as powerful as you are. If there was a way that we could get to the Feywild quickly, so that way we could get him his pastries in 24 hours.
Oh, well, first, Liliana, I hope you made a very clear deal with him, because that doesn't sound like an Eladrin. That sounds like an Arch Fey.
Oh. Well, I wish that I could tell you how the deal making went down, but unfortunately we weren't going to make a deal with him. And then one of our party members, Derik, the one that came back as a tabaxi, decided to go and make the deal on his own, sort of. So I don't really know how it was struck. The original thing was that because Jules said that he could present pastries that tasted like the pastries in this dwarven city, but if they didn't taste like them, that we automatically had to get the pastries from the actual dwarven city to him. We have 3 weeks to do so, but again, 24 hours from the time that we. So to answer your question, no, I'm not. That's unfortunate.
It is. Well, as long as you intend to uphold the contract and you do precisely the letter of delivery, then you should be fine, and it shouldn't be anything to worry about. But I guess your question was, how do you get to the Feywild? Yes.
Yes, that would be if you know of a place even that we could get a spell or a scroll. I know we're going to an island right now, but then we're going back to we have to go to the dwarven city, and then we'll have to go to Hadrasa at some point.
Well, there are several ways to get to the Feywild.
Sure.
One is you wander into certain types of meadows at certain times of day during the lunar cycle, and it will often just sort of bring you to the space. But that doesn't really sound like the most exact. I don't know if that's going to be exactly what you need, just because there's a bit of chance there. Your best bet is a planar shift spell, which would be able to get you there very quickly. Most major casters are going to be able to do it for you. I haven't traveled the islands extensively myself. I'm sure someone at that wonderful college, in fact, I do have a dear friend that I could put you in contact with that might be able to get you that spell, but that is in the Khazad-dûm Pass. So
Sure.
you would just need to be able to teleport from the Dwarven City to the Khazad-dûm Pass, and then plane shift from the Khazad-dûm Pass to the Feywild.
Sure. Okay.
And lucky for you, it shouldn't be too much of a trouble within the islands themselves because you're within your own part of the Omega Curtain, so it should be easy to shift back and forth.
Okay. That does seem like a good... Yeah.
And only because I like you, Ileana. Just be careful. Sometimes you don't remember things exactly the way they are meant to be remembered when you come back. Sometimes time is shifted around.
From the Feywild.
Correct, yes.
Got it. I've never been, so I'm not really sure how these things work. That's a good point. Thank you.
You are going to love it. You are going to love it. If you decide you want to stay for a little while, let me know. I will send you a list of all the places you should go.
Oh, okay. Sure. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Maeve. That's helpful information.
Of course. I'm sorry I'm not there. I'm currently traveling, or else I would come and shift the planes for you myself.
Completely understandable. Completely understandable. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you, Ileana?
No. Quick question, Maeve, though, before we... I mean, again, thank you for... This is, again, beautiful. How long do you live?
Well, in my current form, I'll be around for another few hundred years or so, but I'm hoping to change that so it's indefinite.
Got it.
Much like your new friend.
My new friend?
Yes, the one that you're getting crepes for.
Oh, right, the Arch Fey. You're looking to become an Arch Fey?
Yes. My mother is an Arch Fey. I want to become an Arch Fey.
Oh, good luck on your quest then.
Thank you, dear. There's no reason to run off if you don't want to. We've how should we say, got the space for 8 hours.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll at least stay and finish my tea.
Perfect. All right. We can make small chit chat as long as you like over your dreams. Yeah. You wake the next morning remembering your dream with Maeve.
Okay.
And you guys start off your next day at sea. So this is the middle of the journey. Another beautiful day at sea. And Ileana, as you wake, now having the information on how to get to the Feywild, we'll go ahead and end tonight's session.
All right.
Good job, guys. You got out of Nokomis.
Yeah.
Not what I expected, but sure. You did it.
It's never how you expect.
Never.
Right?
I should just stop even prepping. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us, watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We play a lot of D&D around here on this channel. If you're new around here, we play D&D on Sunday nights, Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Friday nights, and twice on Saturday nights. On top of D&D, on Tuesdays from 2 to 4, Steph and I paint dungeon minis and tiles and things on Dungeon Craft. And on Fridays from 12 to 3, Steph has Mad Art with Steph, where she illustrates different scenes from around the channel. If you want to try and vote on things that she's going to illustrate, you can always jump over to our Discord, be a member over there, and vote on some of the pieces that she works on. And if you like what you were watching tonight and want to help support us, the best way to do it is over on Patreon. Patreon starts at the same level as a Twitch subscription, but you get more and we get more of the money back that we can invest back into the channel. So we highly recommend it. We have some great fun at some of the higher tiers, including things like movie nights with the crew here. And so if you're thinking about either subscribing or supporting us on Patreon, we highly recommend Patreon. Dan, I think we'll probably raid over to somebody. I'm sorry, I didn't ask you beforehand.
No problem. We're going to go check out some of our new friends at Nat 20.
Oh, sweet. All right. So everyone hang out with us. We're going to go over to Nat 20, say hi, give them a caw for us, and we will see you guys next Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern to figure out exactly what happens when they get to the Pearl Dragon. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.